Hello, and welcome to Preparing to Survive and Thrive Homesteading channel with Charlie B. So what am I up to today? Well, I am going to be answering that age-old question of what's for dinner. So tonight we are going to be taking that chicken that I cooked that I think you saw a video on, and then I did the fried green tomatoes. Well, I'm going to take the rest of that chicken and some that I had in the freezer and mix them together, and I'm going to cook the chicken off the bone. Sorry about that. I'm going to cook the chicken off the bone. I actually have it cooking down right now, as you can see it. And I'm going to take that broth and make it into a chicken rice bowl. And I'm also going to have some fresh garden peas that I just shelled today. So, well, let's get started and I'll take you over there. So this is what I have so far. Some of it I had cut off and froze and stuff like that, but I wanted to use up the chicken that was in the refrigerator, and I wanted to use up some of the chicken that was in the freezer because I didn't want it to freezer burn, even though it was in vacuum sealed bags. So this is actually cooling right now, so I can dump it and get the broth out of it, and I'm going to be cooking the rice into this broth. Now, this is a really good prep meal, which I will tell you a little bit later what I used to do, or what I still do when I'm in a hurry and I don't have a cooked chicken laying around. So, but we'll get to that in a few minutes. So let's begin. The peas, I just put enough water in them to cover them, and I'm going to just let them get soft. I turned it on and got it boiling, and then I just kind of backed off the heat, and they're just sitting. I want them soft. I do not want them mushy. They're really good and really sweet. I've also got 8 cups of broth, which I actually ended up with only 5 after cooking it down. So I went ahead and added another 3 cups of water. This looks really good. It's very flavored. Now on my chicken, I rubbed the skin in oil, and I put turmeric, garlic, and Montreal chicken seasoning, and a couple other things. You'll have to actually look at the video to find out exactly what I put in there. Sorry. Our next item we're going to put in the water is rice vinegar. Okay, I'm putting 1 tablespoon in the water. And I still have some chicken left in my pan, which is no big deal. Now, the rice vinegar is per my daughter. She says it makes the rice taste better. And it does have a really good taste. So I'm going to use it. So it says it has a sweet and tangy flavor. But when she makes rice, it always tastes really good. Our next item we're going to put in is 4 cloves of garlic chopped up very small. And I'm going to get this back on the burner. And I'm going to get this heated up. I'm going to leave it on high until I get the water boiling, or the broth. And then I'm going to put in, okay, I have the water, aka broth, boiling at the moment. And I'm going to take our 4 cups of rice. Now this is regular rice. This is not minute rice. This is not quick rice. This is just regular rice. Got that poured in there. I'm just going to slowly let it come to a boil. Going to put it on medium heat. Once it starts to boil, I'm going to drop it back down. So, I know there are so many busy homemakers out there. Let me bring you up to my face. Hang on a second. Okay, so my hair is up because I'm cooking. But there's been many times I've come home from work or came in from the garden and realized I did not have anything at all set out in order to cook dinner. So what I did, let me turn this down. I can hear it boiling. I don't want to burn or scorch the rice. But yeah, so I came home from work, or I'm out in the garden working, doing something, whether you're a full-time homemaker or you work part-time and you're a part-time homemaker. Well, you're always a full-time homemaker. That's just how it is. So I'd come home, realize I did not have anything laid out. So what I'd do is I'd grab the minute rice, and I usually made 6 to 8 cups according to how many was going to be eating that night for my family, I would grab 2 cans of chicken. And once the rice was cooked, I'd put the chicken in. I would add a tablespoon of garlic powder, salt and pepper to taste, and a tablespoon of turmeric and a tablespoon of the rice vinegar. If I had it on hand. If I didn't, no biggie, I wouldn't use it. Mix it all together, and the killer ingredient is the butter. I would actually butter this to taste, and this will go in after everything is cooked in order to work it all together. Okay, so that is the quick and easy way to make this meal, but let's get back to making it the slow way when you have time. Okay. Okay, so now I've got most of the liquid cooked into the rice. I am going to go ahead and add 1 tablespoon of turmeric in this pot. Let me get it in here. It's not quite a tablespoon, so I'm going to have to get a little bit more. Unfortunately, I do eyeball this a lot, or fortunately, however you want to look at it. Now we can add some salt. But remember, salt and pepper is always to taste. And one thing about mixing garlic, turmeric, and black pepper, I have heard that if you do that, it actually helps your blood pressure. And yeah, so in today's society, we kind of need to work on our blood pressure, I think, sometimes. The next item is 1 cup of butter. I've got the burner on low. I'm just going to mix this in. The pot's very hot. Turning off the burner right now. And while that butter's melting and making it even better than what it is, I'm going to go ahead and get the chicken that I had cooked off the bone. I do not know how much this is, but I'm going to probably say, let me measure it for you. How about that? Now, this is a recipe that you can kind of make what you have and go for it there. It doesn't have to be perfect, does not have to be completely like mine, but this is just a good idea, a good thought. Okay, there's about 6 cups, 5 to 6 cups of chicken in here. So we're going to go ahead and dump that in. And you have a lot of chicken for a lot of rice. Now this will actually be really good to go into lunches and to have leftovers for a busy weekend. Gonna mix this all in. See how the rice is turning yellow from the turmeric? Got that goodness in there. I'm gonna let the butter finish melting. Ouch, that pot is very, very hot. I have a little bit of broth here that came from the chicken. I'm gonna pour that in too. And remember, salt and pepper to taste. I will definitely salt and pepper my plate. I always do. But there you go. Our 1 pot meal pretty much. And that's just going to finish melting in. And we'll get here. Get it on our plates. And we'll be doing a taste test. Yummy! Okay, so here is my plate. Like I always say, the big one is for my hubby, not for me to eat. I can never eat that much. But it's hot in the kitchen, so my hair is staying up. Here are the fresh peas that I cooked today. I got a little bit of butter and salt and pepper on them. And for our rice chicken bowl, which it's not in a bowl tonight, but that's all right. Oh, before I get into this taste test, remember to follow the directions on your rice. And if it looks like it's going to be too soggy, the rice is going to end up too overcooked, then decrease the water or take the lid off and let it boil down a little faster. Also, if you have broth at home and you're doing the quick method that I told you about, use the broth. It makes it so much more tasty. So let's get this. We've got some chicken here and some rice. Mmm. Mmm. Mm-hmm. Very, very good. Okay, sorry, I coughed because I inhaled when I took a bite of the rice. So my eyes are kind of watery right now, but I didn't want to do that on camera. So, and here is for my wonderful homegrown sweet peas. Mmm. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. Those are amazing. They're even better than frozen peas. I don't let these get mushy whenever I cook them when they're fresh or frozen. So they're maybe slightly undercooked, but they've got a really, really sweet taste. And this was amazing, and it is amazing. So I did add a little salt and pepper on it for my taste. But there you go. That is my quick method and my long method of making my rice and chicken bowls. So remember, if you like my content, please like, share, and subscribe. Charlie B signing out. I'll be talking with you soon.